For the last few weeks, we've been talking about brain fog. But I know that weeks get busy. And if you're like me, even with your favorite podcasts, you don't always keep up. You're not listening to them every week. So for you, those of you that are like, wait, I missed all the stuff about brain fog, don't worry, I'm here for you. And today, I'm just going to do a little recap. And I have a super exciting announcement at the end, so make sure that you stick around for all the details. If you've been worried about brain fog, maybe you're thinking you're losing your mind. Sweet friend, I'm here to tell you, your brain isn't broken. It's just overwhelmed and overloaded from the heavy mental load that you carry. You're responsible for everything and everyone at work, at home, maybe even within your extended family, and it's all too much. Hey, this is Suzanne. Welcome to the Daily 15. In today's review of all things brain fog, we'll talk about the realities of brain fog, our daily habits that make it worse, how to make simple changes to feel sharper and have more clarity. And again, I'm so excited to announce the new workshop is ready and you can register today. But more about that later. If you're feeling foggy and just want to think clearly again, grab your coffee and let's get started. Brain fog is something that many women, especially busy professional women and moms, experience. Whether it is mom brain or it's related to peri or post-menopause, the reality is that as women, our brains change as our life changes, as the level of mental load that we have to carry changes. So sometimes that looks like having trouble focusing or forgetting the simple things. Maybe the simplest word just won't come when you're trying to talk to a friend. Maybe you lose your train of thought. Maybe you're having slower reaction times. You're feeling mentally clouded. You're struggling with the simplest decisions. You might walk into a room and forget why you're there. While the exact cause of brain fog isn't always clear, there are some factors that contribute to it. Lack of quality sleep. As women, we need so much more sleep than sometimes our schedule will allow. And then because of the hormonal changes, we have trouble going to sleep or staying asleep all night. But sleep is critical because that's when your brain repairs your body. It processes information, organizes memories, and it clears out toxins. But maybe the cause for you might be stress and anxiety. The reality is women carry a heavier load than ever before, and it's simply too much sometimes. So living in that constant state of stress can impact your brain chemistry, makes it hard to focus. Of course, there's hormonal changes, whether that's from pregnancy or postpartum or perimenopause or menopause itself. All of those hormonal changes change our cognitive function. Sometimes because of the fast pace that we live at, we end up eating things that aren't so great for us, that don't give us the nutrients that our body and our brains need to function at its best. And sometimes we have illnesses, whether that's a chronic condition or a virus. These things can all impact our brain function. And sometimes it's just our daily habits. We know that our brain is mostly water. Most studies say about 75% of our brains are made up of water. So even the smallest bit of dehydration really will impact your focus, memory, and energy levels. So maybe you're not drinking enough water and you're just dehydrated. Or maybe it's lack of movement. The reality is most of us sit at our desks 8 to 10 hours a day, and then you add in commute time and dinner, and by the end of the day, you're exhausted and you just want to sit on the couch. We're not moving our bodies as much as it needs just for basic function. Sitting for long periods of time restricts our blood flow. That blood flow is critical for our brain. It helps our brain think clearly and concentrate and focus. But we also have to figure out how to manage the stress and the anxiety that we deal with every day. That constant stress keeps our body in fight or flight. This physically and actually chemically impacts our brain, making the simplest things feel overwhelming and difficult. But there's good news here. I'm always about the good news. Simple daily habits that we change can make a big difference. And there's simple things that we can do every day that support our brain health, clear the brain fog, but actually help us to improve our mental clarity. Things like getting better sleep, creating that calm, soothing nighttime routine that helps you fall asleep, writing down all the things that you forgot to do or you needed to do and you didn't get around to before you go to sleep helps your mind be calm, because it doesn't have to keep that tab open to remember those things. You've written it down and it knows that you've written it down. So it doesn't have to remember it. You'll look at the piece of paper in the morning or look at the notes app in your phone and be ready to go. So we need to stay hydrated. We need to drink more water. We need about 64 ounces of water per day. One great way to get your more water in is to start the day with water. Whether that is a glass of water sitting on your nightstand, or if that is running to the kitchen first thing in the morning to get your glass of water, whatever it is, get your 8 ounces in first thing in the morning to rehydrate your body and your mind and watch what happens. If you struggle with drinking enough water, do a little habit stacking and pair it with something that you already do every day, like having water before your coffee, or making sure that you drink at least one glass of water with every meal. Simple things like that, stacking those habits together will help you get more consistent and stay hydrated. And if you really hate the taste of water, try adding fruit or some kind of flavor packet to get in that additional water. Whether that is just for hydration or maybe an electrolyte boost, those are great options. Make sure they're low sugar and you can get your hydration in and take care of your brain. Now, what about moving our bodies? We all, or most all of us, wear some kind of fitness device. We have smartwatches, we have tracking devices to keep track of our steps. Many of those will allow us to set reminders. So set a reminder to get up and move from your desk once an hour for just a few minutes. Stretch, walk around your cubicle, walk to the break room, to the bathroom. But it's ideal if you can get outside. So if you work from home, take a walk to the mailbox or just move around your workspace. If you're in the office, go out to the parking lot, walk to your car. Just get some fresh air, get some movement. Just 10 or 15 minutes can really improve your focus and calm your nervous system, and you'll be ready to get back to work right away. Shoot for 8,000 to 10,000 steps per day. That's a good standard for most of us as we work at a desk all day. Now, what do we do with that stress? Well, there's some stress we can't get rid of. I would love to tell you that there is some magic trick that I have or that I've learned to completely get rid of stress. But that's not the reality. That's not the world we live in. But a few things that we can do are limit our doom scrolling and the excessive news consumption. Our brains were not intended to manage the stress of the entire globe every day. And the instantaneousness of gathering that information can be really overwhelming to your body, to your mind, to your nervous system. So let's limit the doom scrolling. Create a daily practice of gratitude by writing down 3 things that you're grateful for. If it's related to work, if that's where you're stressed the most, make those gratitudes about work, about the people that you impacted, how you helped a coworker, or you helped your client figure out a big problem, or even a small problem. Practicing this gratitude each and every day is going to help calm your nervous system. and use calming music or nature sounds to help your body relax. This is great at the end of the day when you're trying to relax and go to sleep, but even during the day when you just need a simple break. Put on some tunes and listen in and relax. The bottom line is brain fog is common, and it's especially common for busy, high-achieving women who are balancing work and family and all of the other responsibilities. But small intentional habits like drinking more water, moving your body, and managing stress and getting more sleep can help restore your mental clarity and improve your focus. You'll start to feel like yourself again. Even 15 minutes a day of intentional self-care for your brain can reduce your brain fog and help you think more clearly. If you're listening today and this sounds too familiar, my new workshop might be just the thing you need. The struggle with brain fog is real for so many women, just like you. And often we struggle to ask for help because we feel ashamed and like we should be able to handle this by ourselves. But there's no shame in getting help that makes you better and makes your life better. And that's exactly why I created the new workshop. Your brain's not broken. It's just overloaded. In this 5-session private audio series, we'll dig into the daily habits that help you reduce brain fog, including nutrition and supplements and other ways that we can take care of our brain. Because when we take care of our brain, we're going to reduce the brain fog. We're going to eliminate decision fatigue, reclaim our focus, and restore our mental sharpness. And it can start today. Along with the audio sessions, you'll receive a downloadable workbook and additional resources that go along with each session. And a brand new option for this workshop, I'm offering one-on-one 30-minute implementation sessions. A brand new option for this workshop, I'm offering one-on-one implementation sessions. These are private sessions in which we will discuss any questions you have after you've listened to the audios. We'll create a personalized daily brain health plan for you to help you make this a habit for the rest of your life. And remember, we're doing this in 15 minutes a day. We want simple, actionable daily steps to get you back to thinking clearly. You'll find the link to register in the show notes below, along with all the details and a special limited time offer just for my podcast listeners. So I've been asked, why an audio workshop? The reality is, most of the women I work with are super busy, just like you. An audio series allows you to listen on your time when it works best for you. And with 60 days of access to the audios, you have plenty of time to schedule that listening and learning. And why a one-on-one implementation session? Because I love helping women take what they've learned and make it work for them in their real life. And I want you to get the results that will help you every day to think more clearly and reduce brain fog. If you're done struggling with brain fog, decision fatigue, and that daily lack of focus, this workshop is for you. Don't miss out on this special offer just for my podcast listeners, and make sure and register today. Thanks for joining me today. If you're ready to create margin in your life and a sustainable rhythm that's built for you and your family, you're in the right place. So until next week, take your daily 15 to create margin for what matters most.